Just outside of Boston, Massachusetts, in the city of Waltham, Bentley University has unveiled a brand new 2,000-seat state-of-the-art hockey arena. On this episode, we take a look at the Bentley University Falcons men's hockey team. I'm Joel Idelson, and this is New England Hockey Journal.
Davian, up to Jago, pass to Santurno, 1:18 left on the power play.
Yeah!
Score!
Playing in the Atlantic Hockey Conference, the Bentley University Falcons have had a Division I men's ice hockey program since 1998. But after 20 years of playing home games in nearby Watertown, they finally have an on-campus arena. Now they feel like a D1 program.
Right now, we have to just boom.
Garrett scores! Top shelf!
How to be physical, boys, how to be physical. Let's build off that.
We went from a school with hockey to a hockey school pretty quickly there.
There's a sour taste in your mouth. Perfect.
Attaboy, Sam. Gotta be out, gotta be out, gotta be out.
At the end of the day, it's what you do with it.
We're just really energetic. You see one guy go and then the other guys go in too. You know, if someone goes down, blocks a shot, you know, get on his back and, you know, let's go to the next shift and try to bury one.
First chance saved by Polino, second chance on the crease.
Atlantic hockey, yeah, it's no joke. You can't take a night off. Each game is almost playoff style. With our conference, it's a little bit of a grittier conference. There's a lot of hardworking people here that care about the results and are willing to put in the work.
Don't crowd, move, Sam. Open up space. Oh, man up. Yeah.
The student section has been nuts. We've had a handful of games here and it's been full each time.
Gotta have a head on the swivel, boys.
For over 50 years, we're playing off campus, and to bring our program to such a beautiful campus and let our students and community see us play is extremely exciting.
When we come back on New England Hockey Journal, we will find out what makes this new arena so unique and learn more about longtime Bentley hockey coach Ryan Soderquist, who also is their all-time leading scorer.
Not so easy, is it? Not so easy. Here we go.
We're at Sports Etc. here on Mass Ave in Arlington, Massachusetts. I'm with Paul Stanton. Paul, thanks for having me back this year.
Yeah, thanks
The
for coming
place looks
back.
unbelievable. A lot more room because I noticed you've got the stick cellar downstairs. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Yes, so we've had some renovations since you were in the store last. So we opened up a 1,000 square foot area downstairs, which holds all sticks, and it's a great experience.
Tell us the stat that you shared with me about the stick cellar.
Yes, so the store, Sports Center opened in 1980. The original store was 800 square feet. The stick cellar, as I said, is 1,000 square feet. So it's all sticks, but it's bigger than what the original blueprint of the store was.
Unbelievable. And with the space, you've done a nice job because there certainly is a wide range of sticks, but you also have the shooting booth.
Right, so we wanted to make it a very interactive experience for the consumer. So we created a shooting booth with synthetic ice down there, and the companies have embraced us. So what the companies are doing now is they're giving us demo sticks from Warrior, Bauer, CCM, True, and Raven. So kids can come down, pick out a different stick, different flex, different kick point, and try something out and demo some sticks out, because you're never sure what you want to buy. And it's a big investment, so it really gives them that unique experience to try a stick before you buy it.
And it's all about feel. So you really know what you're buying.
Right.
You can get out there, you can feel the stick, the weight of the stick, the kick point, as you said.
Right.
I mean, what an important piece to have.
Yeah, it really is.
So I suggest you come down here, say hi to Paul, check out the shooting booth. What a place here.
After years of trekking 5 miles to share a hockey rink with high schools and town leagues, Bentley Hockey finally has an arena to call its own.
10 or 11 years ago, we were pretty close to building a facility. Some things changed with the economy, and it kind of went on hold there for 5 or 6 years. So that was a tough time period to know we were that close, and then it went back again on hold. But we always just worked hard every single day with what we had, and we just wanted the program to get better every single day. And if we just kind of stayed to that process of getting better every day, we knew over the long haul we'd get to where we needed to be.
I would say probably one of the best things we ever have done here. It's a building that was designed for the use of our Bentley community. We've had the President's Convocation, freshman orientation, freshman week, had a concert in here, Black United Body fashion show. We've had about 20 events, and every one of them have been like a grand slam.
And athletic director Bob DeFelice knows a little about Grand Slams. He's been the Bentley baseball coach for 50 years. The field is named in his honor, and his statue now stands outside the new arena.
Greatest line of all was at a function with Steve Manfredi at the chairman of the board. The building has already been built, and he looked at me and he said, well, as always, we do everything right here. And he laughed and he said, if we did it 12 years ago, it wouldn't be half as good, as it is now.
13 years to come here, get ahead of the play. They did a great job with the design of the building, everything from weight room to training room to offices to player lounges where guys have the ability to come in early, stay late, build that team culture.
Really good for body maintenance, coming down here kind of on your own terms. It's all right there to take care of yourself, and then obviously it being on campus is extremely convenient for us, but it's also convenient for fans as well.
It also fits into the vision of the university.
Our university has a commitment to carbon neutrality by 2030. So knowing that we were building a building with a rink inside of it, and knowing that that rink could potentially use a ton of energy, at the outset we decided to look at the sustainability options for the design here. We've installed LED lighting throughout. It's smart lighting and has daylight harvesting sensors. We actually have a ton of windows, and thus the daylight harvesting sensors on our LED lights dim when there's a ton of natural light coming through the windows. That's a huge energy saver for us. We also have a state-of-the-art heat reclamation loop. So we've got this ice plant. There are chillers and motors and fans running to make ice and keep that ice a certain temperature for 8 months. Through that process, there is a certain amount of heat that is generated. Normally that heat is just vented to the outside. In this building, we've actually put in heat exchangers to capture that waste heat and use it for heating hot water, also in space heating in some of the areas of the building as well. We've installed the highest efficiency plumbing fixtures on the market here in our facility. So we have dual flush toilets and waterless urinals, low flow faucets and low flow shower heads. And together those fixtures allow this building to use 48% less water than it would if we had just built it to plumbing code. We put a 500 kilowatt solar array on the roof of this arena that now provides this building with 40% of its annual electricity needs. And this has all made business sense for us.
Those are our pucks, boys, those are our pucks.
One of the best things about being a player here and still being a coach here is to see the guys come back, and the guys that I played with, and see the new arena and see what it's doing for our program.
We're winning the first touch and we're coming up that strong side. They're closing everybody.
No one has worked harder to advance Bentley's hockey program than Coach Ryan Soderquist. A former captain of the Falcons, Soderquist graduated in 2000 as the team's all-time scoring leader. Only 2 years later, he became the team's head coach.
His first move was right at the net from behind the net, pinch off that defender and open up space for himself.
Being a student athlete here, he gets it. He understands the commitment academically, and I don't think I took a chance or a gamble. He is the right person for this position.
Don't stand still! Don't stand!
Shots-wise, guys, let's just start ripping some shots low and hard. All right, we missed the net high and off the glass 4 or 5 times with traffic.
On the bench, he's very vocal. In the room, he's not afraid to tell guys what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong kind of thing. The amount he's done for the program, you can't really put it into words.
Gotta be calling for a chip there for us. Let's go, we gotta talk to him there.
I'd like to think that I can be a player's coach where guys can come talk to me if they need me. Sometimes I know that I can be a little stern, and that's just because I believe in our guys and I believe that they can be great. And I never want them to look back 20, 30 years from now and say I didn't reach my potential because I wasn't pushed.
Don't get aggravated, the goals are going to come. All right, let's earn it here, boys, let's go.
Coming up on New England Hockey Journal, facilities aren't the only thing improving for Bentley hockey. Recruiting has also taken a giant leap forward. We'll meet a freshman who could have an NHL future.
With the Rodman Arena in Walpole, Massachusetts, I am here with Rob Barletta from RB Hockey and the Walpole Express. Rob, good to see you. What are we going to be talking about today?
Today we're going to go over power skating. There's 3 drills that we're going to concentrate on. Our inside edge holds, then we're going to do our mohawk drill, and then we're going to go right into our outside edge toe snaps.
All right, let's check it out.
Hey guys, working on our inside edges here. What I want you guys to do, make sure with your stride leg, I want a very, very hard push. I want you to control your upper body. As we always talk, we don't want your hand in your hip pocket. We want your hands out. Leave with your hands head up. You're gonna push and you're gonna hold. So you're gonna push, hold across, push, and I'm gonna hold. Let's see it. Good. Nick, push harder. Push. Come on, stride. Get on your edges. Good. Good. Keep those hands off your body. The drill we're going to do right now is the Mohawk drill. What I want to make sure we're getting nice and low. We're pushing up our back foot, really driving. You'll see Sidney Crosby do this all the time. You look him up on the internet and you're going to see the way he moves and the way he eludes players. He opens up his feet and he gets really into it. So we're going to start with a simple drill. Good job. Good, way to get into it. Robbie, let's see it. Nice job. Nice job, way to work your edges, Robbie. As we did on muscle memory, we learned really how to get into it with our deep knee bend and driving off our back foot. We're gonna do it in a straight line. All right, so let me see what you got. Good. Nice job. Awesome job. Let's see it, Nick. Good. Good. A lot of players are really comfortable with their inside edges. We need to get you guys on your outside edges. It's the same principles here. I want your head up, I want your chest up, I want you in an athletic position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to drive our feet out and we're gonna snap off our toes. Every single time, I want you guys making X's into the ice. Quicker, Nick. Good, snap those toes. Keep that head up nice and high. Good. All right, Robbie. Good, keep that hand out. Get it off your body. Great job, head up.
All right, so 3 really important things we just looked at. You get a lot of kids who they always want to work on their shot and their stick handling, not always skating.
Every kid wants to play the games, but hockey is so fast now. Everything's a 5-foot battle. You have to be able to stop and start and really use your edges if you want to progress in the game.
If you don't have skating, you don't have a game.
You don't have a game.
For more information, check out Rob at rbhockey.com.
Davian.
The on-campus arena not only has injected new life into the Bentley community, it's already become a huge recruiting tool.
In front, shot, score! Novak!
Come on, Novi, use that frame. Get low, Novi, get low.
Freshman Yakov Novak, an NHL prospect, first met Coach Soderquist and assistant coach Ben Murphy while attending New Hampton Prep School.
And they were probably the biggest factor about me coming here. They've been loyal to me for the last 3 years, and it being one of the top business schools really led me to come here. And also I had this brand new rink here, so I can't turn that down.
After 2 seasons in the North American Hockey League, Novak was selected in the 7th round of the 2018 NHL Draft by the Ottawa Senators.
Obviously, it's a dream come true. I got a call from their head scout, and my phone was blowing up. It was vibrating like crazy, getting phone calls from all my buddies, my family, and all that.
He's 6'3", but he skates like he's 5'8", and he can play in all 3 zones, and he's a pretty special player. How to shoot, Novak, how to shoot, stay with it.
I think of myself as a power forward. I like to be physical, I like to shoot the puck. Something I feel like is kind of underrated about me is I have a good hockey IQ.
He's a different type of player than we've had in the past. Obviously, he's a big, strong kid that can protect the puck well. He can open up space for other guys around him. And I think that will be his best ability is to actually make players around him better.
I think one of the biggest things Coach Soderquist preaches is, defense turns into offense. And it's one of the biggest things I kind of had to learn was got to be really strong on the D side of the puck. I mean, in juniors, I would really just take the puck and go with it and fly right. Where college hockey, you really got to be in a defensive state at all times. Have always a good D zone presence, and then from that it'll translate into an offense and call it the fun zone.
Tapped by Novak, and they score! Novak!
We don't want it to ever change the type of student that we recruit. They have to want to take advantage of their studies. And then secondary, do a great job as a Division I athlete.
Got to do all the maintenance part right. It's the stuff that takes you to another level. All the maintenance, being ready to go.
The ability to get a drafted player into Bentley, our first drafted player, obviously speaks volumes of where we can head with our recruiting.
Development camp really taught me a couple things. The biggest thing I thought was taking care of your body and the amount of stretching and the amount of working out after games, like what you eat, what you put into your body. Also, one of the other big things that I notice is, you never stop on the ice. People are going 100%. So those 2 things, that's what I've tried to implementing into my practice, my games here at Bentley.
I think he's got an extremely high ceiling. The sky's the limit for him right now, and I think we'll see more players like that coming to Bentley for sure.
Stay with us for more New England Hockey Journal after the break.
We're We're at the Rodman Arena in Walpole, Massachusetts, home of RB Hockey and the Walpole Express, and I am with Michelle Lounsbury from Power Play Strength and Conditioning. Michelle, tell us what we're going to see first today.
First thing you're going to take a look at is foam rolling and mobility. Two things I always have my athletes start with prior to the warm-up.
Okay, let's take a look.
3 areas I like to have my hockey players focus on when they're hopping on the foam roller is first going to be that hip or that piriformis. So Kev's going to have a seat right here on the foam roller. He's going to cross his left leg over the right. From there, that's going to expose that hip. He's going to slowly lean into that side and roll back and forth. I generally have my guys roll about 10 times in a certain area. What we're trying to do here when we foam roll is we really want to increase the density in that muscle tissue. And then from there, we're also going to move right into our IT band. So the IT band is going to be that thick fascia that's going to attach from our hip down to our knee. So he's going to kind of roll around, find the pain. When we're on the foam roller, we really want to focus on rolling away that pain. From there, the third position I'm going to have Kevin do is just start to turn his hip, roll forward, focus on the TFL. You're going to find that it's about a 1-inch spot right underneath that iliac crest. Again, have him dig into that spot where he feels the pain and roll back and forth 10 times. The next thing I'm going to have Sam focus on is mobility work. So at least twice a week, I have the guys come in. After we foam roll, we'll focus on mobility. Our goal here is now to increase mobility or movement at the joints. So we're going to have Sam here start to focus on ankle mobility. Going to have him about 1 or 2 inches away from that wall. And Sam's goal is to keep his heel down to the ground as he's trying to drive his knee forward over his toes. So we do 3 different positions here. We're going to go straight over the middle 5 times. I'm then going to have Sam turn and try to get over that big toe. Third position we're going to do, Sam's going to take his knee and try to track it right over his pinky toe. The next mobility exercise we're going to demonstrate is the lateral squat. So Terry's going to set himself up with his feet about 4 feet apart. The thing that you want to focus on for your athletes is really to make sure that both toes are sitting straight ahead. He's going to then extend his arms out in front of him, and then he's just going to lateral squat to one side and hold for a full 1001 count. When he stands up, we want to make sure that he pushes his hips all the way through before coming back to the opposite side. So he's going to exhale down, hinge back, squat, and then drive up to the top.
You talked a lot about the IT band, and obviously with skating, that IT band can get really tight.
Sure. What I found over the years working with hockey players is from their stride and their pushing, they're constantly tightening up that thick band of fascia. It's like an elastic that wraps around that knee. As soon as that gets tightened, you're going to start to see some knee injuries.
That foam roller can help.
Yeah, absolutely.
For more information, go to rbhockey.com.
Bentley's a phenomenal institution. The people here on campus are absolutely amazing. If you spend a day on campus just walking around, everyone's going to greet you, they're going to say hello to you, they're going to make you feel welcome. I believe in the place, I believe in the school, the education it has to offer. I have seen what this education has done for my friends.
Located just outside of Boston, Bentley University is one of the top business schools in the area, which can create a lot of pressure for students balancing academics and athletics.
The physical campus has grown quite a bit. The level of education that Bentley has to offer has continued to grow every single year. And the commitment level of the student athlete that we're getting now is quite amazing.
Get with our lines, we go 3-on-3. Whole time on offense, whole time on D. Offensively, make sure we're spreading out, using our offense.
There's a lot more pressure than people understand here. It's a pretty tough institution to be a student at, and unfortunately our day is pretty full with hockey, so when you're away from the rink, you better take school seriously.
Shots it, Jigs! That's it, Jigs! Close!
Bentley's culture, from day one, guys want to do well in the classroom, on the ice. It's just kind of something that you pick up when you come here.
They're coming, their F1s coming all the way down. Our guys have done a great job in the classroom. Our team hovers right about a 3.4 grade point average, which is quite amazing for a Division I athlete with all that they have on their plate to still maintain those type of grades. But it is part of our culture. Our guys want to make sure that they do a good job in the classroom, get their internships in, and they know that they're going to fall back on this education for the rest of their lives.
This university is at the forefront of business education. We are combining traditional business studies with arts and sciences, and our students are walking out of here with a much more well-rounded education, and they're able to find really interesting jobs.
Every single thing they've done here, they've done right, first class. I'm not just talking about the arena, I'm talking about everything you see on this campus. For me, it's intriguing. I just sit back and watch, and it keeps getting better and better.
and the future is bright for Bentley hockey.
This year is definitely the deepest team we've ever had here. I think in the past we've maybe had a little bit of trouble with 1 or 2 lines scoring only. This year we got depth down the whole chart.
We got a very talented group here, a very hardworking group, and we're eager for success, so I think it'll be a good time to come watch.
Don't stand in the D zone, boys. Let's go. Get on our toes here. Be aggressive.
We'll guarantee that the Falcons will give everything that they have for this institution and play the hardest that they can for the university. And at the end of the day, I'm very confident that this team has the ability to win the championship.
We'll see you next time on New England Hockey Journal.
They're just swarming one side of the ice. Got to use the net cycle, chip in, go get it, work it out the weak side. We practiced that this week, right, boys?
Riggs, Cal. I think we got one this shift.
Work on finding pucks in traffic. You know where the net is. It's not a moving target. It's always right there. The net never moves. It's always right there. It's been like that since you've been a kid.